Hello guys, so in this video I am going to give you top 10 thriller animes which you can ever watch and which are the best top 10 thriller animes in the anime history maybe. So I have completed with each one of those animes and my personal favorites are the top 3 animes which I have given in this list. So without any more bullshit talks, let's start with the list. So on the 10th number, the anime name is Mirai Nikki, the future diary. Lonely high school student Yukiteru Amano spends his day writing a diary on his cell phone. While doing conversation with the two seemingly imaginary friends, Deus Ex Machina, who is the god of time and space, and Murmur, the god's servant. Revealing himself to be an actual entity, Deus grants Yukiteru a random diary which shows his descriptive entries based on the future and forces him into the bloody battle royal with 11 other holders of similar power of future diary, with the last person standing designated as the new god of time and space. Yukiteru must find and kill all other 11 in order to survive. He teams up with his obsessive stalker Yuna Gasai, who also possesses such a diary, and she takes it upon herself to ensure his safety. So the rating for this anime is 7.59 and it is 15 number on the popularity list, and I think this is pretty famous, but I think this anime deserved on the 10th number, even though it has a good story and good plot, because there are some things which I didn't like about this anime which I won't spoil it for you guys, so you will need to watch it, but of course this anime is worth to watch. On the 9th number, the anime name is Janko Q Not Terror, Terror in Resonance in English. Painted in red, the word VON is all that is left behind after terrorist attacks on nuclear facility in Japan. The government is shattered by their inability to act, and the police are left searching for ways to crack down the perpetrator. The public are clueless until 6 months later, until a strange video makes its way onto the internet. In it, two teenager boys who identify themselves only as Sphinx directly challenges the police, threatening to cause destruction across Tokyo, and police are unable to stop the mass panic quickly spreading out through the city, and desperate for any leads in their investigation. The police struggles to act effectively against these terrorists with Detective Kenjiro. Janko Q No Terror tells the story of 9 and 12, the boy behind the masked figures of Sphinx. They should not exist, yet they stand strong in the world of deception and secrets while they make the city fall around them, all the hopes of burying their own tragic truth. This anime is absolutely insane. This is really psychological anime, what we can call it, because it has so many deep meaning behind it. The dialogues, the direction, everything is too much fantastic. It just has 11 episodes, so you can just complete it in one go, I think. On the 8th number, the anime name is Another. This is a really horror anime. So the basic plot is, in 1972, a popular student in Yomiyama, a city, in that boys' class, Misaki, a girl, passed away during the school year. Since then, the town of Yomiyama has been shrouded by the fearful atmosphere from the dark secrets hidden deep within. 26 years later, 15-year-old Koichi Sakakibara transfers into a class 3-3 of Yomiyama North, which is the same class of that girl who died, and soon after discovers that the strange gloomy mood seems to hang over all of the student. He also finds himself to drag to the mysterious eye patch wearing student Mei Misaki. However, the rest of the class and the teachers seems to treat her like she doesn't exist. Koichi begins to get closer not only to her but also to the truth behind gruesome phenomenon of class 3-3 of Yomiyama North. Another follows Koichi, Mei and their classmates as they are pulled into the enigma surrounding of a series of inevitable tragic events, but unraveling the horror of Yomiyama may just cause them to ultimate prize. This is a really horror anime, I should say. This gave me chills while watching, because I used to watch this anime especially late in the night, and I was just couldn't sleep because of this anime sometimes, and this was really good. So I would 100% recommend you guys to watch this. It was aired in 2012. The genre of this anime is mystery, horror, supernatural, thrill and school. There are only 12 episodes, so you can also finish this in just one, but I won't recommend you guys to finish this in one go, because this, if you will take time and watch it slowly, it will feel more realistic to you guys. On the 7th number, the anime name is Death Parade. It is ranked 49 by the popularity and the rating is 8.21. It's really good. So the basic plot is, after death there is no heaven or hell. The thing that exists after your death is only a bar that stands between reincarnation and oblivion. There the attendant will challenge pairs of recently deceased random couples or peoples in the games in which their fate of either ascending into reincarnation or falling into void, which will be wagered, which will be completely black forever and your soul will be stuck there forever. Whether it's bowling, dart, air hockey or anything else in between, each person's true nature will be revealed in the ghastly parade of their death and memories. This anime focuses on human psychology, when how the humans are going to behave and show their true nature when their life is on the stake. This anime has 12 episodes and it was aired in 2015. The genre of this anime is game, mystery, psychological, drama and thriller. On the 6th number, the anime name is Higurashino Naku Koroni. That means when they cry in English. Keiichi Maebara had just moved to a quiet little village of Hinamizawa in the summer of 1983 and quickly made some friends in that village. However, darkness lurks underneath that seemingly idyllic life that they lead. As the village prepares for its annual festival, Keiichi learns about the local legends surrounding it. To his horror, he discovers that there has been several murders and disappearances in the village in the recent years, and that they are all seem to be connected to the festival and the village patron god. Keiichi tries to ask his few friends about these incidents, but they are suspiciously silent and refuse to give him any answer he needs. As more and more bizarre events occur, he wonders just what else his friends might be keeping from him and hiding from him, and if he can even trust them at all. When madness and the paranoia begins taking root in Keiichi's heart, he stumbles straight into the mysteries at work in Higurashino Naku Koroni, a story that is told across multiple arcs. So I am recommending this anime, but you will need to follow the storyline. So you can just search it on the Google and follow the basic storyline and the different arcs which they have made, and it is absolutely insane anime. I have recently started watching it, and I am also watching the 2020 remake of this anime, which is just coming, and there are only 2 episodes out till now, so you can also watch that too. The genre of this anime is mystery, horror, psychological, supernatural and thriller. On the 5th number, the anime name is Yakusoku no Neverland, Promised Neverland. I think you might have already heard about this anime because this is pretty famous already. The basic story in this goes like there are 3 main characters which are living into a greenfield house surrounded by the forest, and gate entrance is inhabited by orphans happily living together as one big family, and these 3 characters are also living in that orphanage, looked after by their name Mama Isabella. Although they are required to take tests daily, the children are free to spend their time as they see fit, usually playing outside as long as they do not go too far beyond the orphanage and their walls, a rule they have expected to follow no matter what. However, all good times must come to an end, as even few months a child is adopted and sent to live with their family, never to be heard from again. However, the 3 oldest siblings have their suspicion about what is actually happening in the orphanage, and they are about to discover a cruel fate that awaits the children living at the Grace Fate, including the twisted nature of their beloved mama. This is the most thriller anime I have ever seen. If you will even watch the first episode, the ending will give you a big cliffhanger which won't let you drop this series, because it is just 12 episodes and you can even complete it in the one go, and this is a really good series. The second season is going to come out in January 2021, so I would recommend you guys to watch this series as quickly as possible so you can watch the second season in January. On the 4th number, this is my personal favorite anime, most favorite anime I have ever seen. So this is like the first number favorite anime, because the characters are absolutely insane and I really love this anime. So the anime name is ReZero Kara Hajimeru Isekai Seikatsu. The easy name is ReZero, starting life in another world. Even if I will tell you guys the plot of this anime, you won't find this anime interesting, because just reading the plot it's not gonna get you anywhere. You just need to watch the first 3 episodes. I'm not gonna tell you guys about the plot, because if I will tell you guys about the plot, that means I will be ruining the first episode and the ending of the first episode. So I'm not gonna tell you about anything. This is just the first season. The first season is of just 25 episodes and second season is also coming. I think 13 episodes are out of the second season, and I would 100% recommend you guys to watch this. This was aired in 2016 and the rating is 8.30. So that means people are not idiot to give that much of score to this anime. So even though I am not telling you guys the plot of this anime, you should 100% watch this anime. On the third number, the anime name is Steins Gate. Oh my god, this anime is, I don't have words for this. Let me tell you a little bit about the plot. But the genre of this anime is like the time travel, thriller, sci-fi, and also the romance part. I absolutely love this because there is everything you need in this anime. And whenever I put any anime in my top 3s, then that means you should never miss those animes in your life, because you will be missing a lot of good content and good anime in your life. The plot of this anime is the self-proclaimed mad scientist. He calls himself mad scientist. He is not actually mad. Ritaro Okabe rents out a room in the rickety old building in Akihabara, where he indulges himself in his hobby of inventing prospective future gadgets with his fellow lab members. Mayuri Shia, his airheaded childhood friend, and Hashida Itaru, a perverted hacker nicknamed Daru, and they ends up making a machine called as Phone Microwave, which performs the strange function of morphing banana into a piles of green gel. Though miraculous in itself, the phenomenon doesn't provide anything concrete in Okabe's string of mysterious happenings before stumbling upon an unexpected success. The phone microwave can send emails to the past, altering the flow of history. Adapted from the critically accumulated visual novel 5PB and Nitro Plus, Steins Gate takes Okabe through the depth of scientific theory and practicality forged across the diverging threads of past and present. Okabe travels through different time zones, and Okabe must shoulder the burden that comes with holding the key to the realm of time. This anime will give you a kind of feeling that you won't be able to forget for the rest of your life, because it is an wholesome experience to watch this anime. On the second number, the anime is, of course, this is a pretty famous anime, and if you have watched any, if you watch anime, you might have already seen about Death Note or heard about Death Note. Let me tell you a little bit plot about this anime, because most of you people already know about this. A Shinigami, as a god of death, can kill any person provided by their name just by seeing the victim's name and write their victim's name in a notebook called as Death Note. One day, Ryuk, a bored Shinigami, is interested in seeing how a human would use a death note, and he drops that death note into the human world. High school student Light Yagami stumbles upon the death note, and since he deplores the state of world, he tests the death note by writing a criminal's name in it. When the criminal dies immediately following his experiment with the death note, Light is greatly surprised and quickly recognizes how devastating the power that has fallen into his hands could be. With the divine capability, Light decides to extinguish all criminals in order to build a new world where crime does not exist and people worship him as a god. Police, however, quickly discovered that the serial killer is targeting criminals, and the police calls a famous smart-ass detective L, which is his code name, not his real name. And there's the game of cat and mouse begins, and they both try to find each other's identity out. So of course I don't think I need to tell you guys about anything about this anime. And if you haven't watched this anime, and what are you doing? I mean, what the fuck? Go watch this anime right now. On the first number, the anime name is Monster. If you haven't ever heard about the Monster, yeah, you are right, because this anime is highly underrated, and this is the most thriller and psychological anime you will ever see in your life. In this anime, Dr. Kenzo Tenma, an elite neurosurgeon, recently engaged to his hospital director's daughter, and his life is going pretty well, that until the one night, a seemingly small event changes Dr. Tenma's whole life forever. While preparing to perform surgery on someone, he gets a call from the hospital director telling him to switch patients, and instead he tells to perform a life-saving brain surgery on a famous performer. His fellow doctor's fiance and the hospital director appreciates him, and he saves that famous performer. But because of the switch he did, the poor immigrant worker is dead, causing Dr. Tenma to have a crisis of conscience. So when the similar situation arises again in his hospital, where the hospital director calls him and tells him to switch the patients, Dr. Tenma stands his grounds and chooses to perform surgery on a young boy called as Johann Liebert instead of the town's mayor. Unfortunately, this choice leads to serious rampage for Dr. Tenma's life. While doing that surgery on Johann Liebert, he saves that little boy and because of that switch the town's mayor dies, and after 9 years later Dr. Tenma realizes that the boy he saved 9 years ago is actually a serial killer and he has killed many people till now. His past comes back to haunt him once again. He comes face to face with the monster he operated on. So this anime will highly focus on the psychology of human, where the choices are most important part of your life, and how making a one wrong decision in your life can lead you to a disastrous life. I won't go deep into this because I don't actually have words for this anime. How should I explain this? Because this was a wholesome experience, and sometimes I ask myself that how can a human create something like this? So you should watch this anime for sure. There is no doubt about it. But just remember one thing, that not everyone gets the meaning behind this anime. It's a mature anime. It's not like Sword Art Online where you will see just fight scene. It is the most deepest anime I have ever seen. This anime has 74 episodes and it was aired in 2004. So yeah, the anime which I have told you guys in this whole top 10 listings are all worth to watch, especially the top 5 and top 3 which I have listed in this list. So yeah, that was it guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily anime content. I post anime news, anime recommendations, top 10, top 5 listing, anime reviews and many more type of anime content on daily basis. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe and comment down below which is your favorite anime in this list. And yeah, that was it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.